Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm Jen Carty, the Associate Director of Career Services and Employer Relations here in the Pamplin College of Business. We are featuring today on our Pamplin podcast the hot topic of student bus tours and company visits. We want to get you guys a little more familiar with what to expect on these trips and what exactly are these trips. And so you'll see opportunities to visit with employers via bus tours and other areas, whether that be in different locations throughout both fall and spring semesters. And we thought, what better way to get an inside look at what that bus tour or that company visit may look like by hearing from a fellow Pamplin student. So I have a guest speaker joining me today. I have a sophomore Pamplin student, Bassam Ghali. So thank you so much for joining us, Bassam. If you want to take a few minutes and just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and what you do here in Pamplin.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jen, for having me on. I'm a sophomore BIT major here at the Pamplin College of Business. I totally love tech. I fell in love with my ministry, Chi Alpha Campus Ministry, and this year I'm actually an RA in pain and absolutely loving my job here. So plan to be here for a couple more years for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, Bassam. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about when and where was the first bus tour that you participated in?
Yeah, I did my first bus tour last year. I was a freshman. It was a little intimidating, but I thought it'd be a good opportunity. And we went to Raleigh, North Carolina. It was amazing.
Awesome. Which companies did you get to visit?
During that bus tour, we visited NetApp, Cisco, and Fidelity Investments.
Awesome. And so tell us a little bit about what were you thinking before you signed up or even before you went on this bus tour that day?
Yeah, like I said, it was a little intimidating just because I was a freshman and I was like, what would these companies ever want with me? But I heard there was free food. And I didn't go on many field trips in high school, so I thought it was an opportunity to get off campus and go experience something new. And at the very least, get some free food.
Awesome. Free food's always a good thing, so I can't blame you there. Well, tell us a little bit about the day that you experienced then and kind of help paint a better picture for what some students can expect that maybe have never been on a tour yet.
Yeah, so you hop on the bus pretty early. But it's totally worth it, so you can get a full day's worth of companies. And the number one thing you'd expect from the companies is really to kind of be wine and dine. You know, they bring their best reps out to talk to you and try to get you to see why their company is worth working for the duration of your life. You know, so you can just really expect for them to like put on a show for you guys and to provide you a lot of swag and just kind of tell you about who they are and get a better sense of why you might want to work for them after college.
Great. What was your favorite part of that day?
Wow. Besides the free stuff, I really enjoyed the presentations where they'd like sit us down usually after the tour or sometimes before the tour, and they tell us about what their company does and all the amazing things they have to offer. It really just opened my eyes to companies I never even considered before going on the bus tour.
That's great. Did these companies give you an opportunity to kind of have a sneak peek in the life of what it could look like to work there?
Definitely, especially with Fidelity Investments. They showed us everything from their cafeteria to their gym to where the people physically work, to even like they showed us a room where they had like where they're trying to use new technology to like further their company with like iPad robots and crazy stuff like that. So they really give us an idea of like what it looks like to be an employee at that company and even give us more information about things like their internship opportunities that I definitely didn't know about before going on the tour.
Oh, fantastic. So I guess overall, like what benefits do you think that you picked up from this bus tour to these companies?
My number one benefit was just networking opportunities, getting to connect with recruiters that want to get Hokies to their universities. Even this last BH, I met a guy named Brian during the bus tour. He actually gave my tour of Fidelity, and he remembered me when I went to BH, and he was like, hey, Bassam, I remember you came on the tour. Are you coming back for the next one? And I was able to excitedly say, yeah, I'm coming back for the next one. And it just gave me that, like, edge on other freshmen or sophomores, I guess, but freshmen last year who didn't even know who he was. The fact
Yeah,
that I got to spend a day with him.
yeah, awesome. That's pretty phenomenal, being almost a year later, having him remember you in such a crazy setting like Business Horizon. So sounds like you brought that opportunity full circle. So good job on that. Last question for you. What advice would you give students that may be a little intimidated, may feel a little hesitant in signing up at this point?
Yeah, my best piece of advice is, like, you don't know what's out there until you go out and check it out for yourself. Like I said, I never had any idea that NetApp, Cisco, or Fidelity Investments would have opportunities for me. But after I went on the bus tour, they made it seem really real. Because as a freshman, you don't really know what you're going to do after college, but you get such a better idea after you go on a bus tour like that.
Awesome. Well, Bassam, thank you so much for taking some time today and joining us on this podcast and sharing this information with our students. I hope that everyone has picked up maybe a little something you didn't know before. And just to recap, we have these bus tours and we'll have on-site company visit opportunities for you every fall and spring semester. You will see announcements through different channels throughout the university on these bus tours and company visits. I encourage each of you to, if you have questions, please reach out to me. On the screen, you should see my email address there to let me know. But these are really a great opportunity for several reasons. Obviously, you know, it's fun. You're going to get some food and some swag. But more importantly, you're going to learn about companies that you maybe didn't know existed, possibly new career opportunities or career tracks within those companies. You get to take a sneak peek inside. A lot of these offices, you know, they have huge campuses in different areas, and you really get more of a feeling about what it could be like to work there versus when you meet them on campus, kind of outside of their territory. But then, you know, obviously, like networking, meeting with the recruiters, meeting with those fellow alum. But Sam had a great example. You know, he remembered what he learned about Fidelity, knew he was interested in them from that bus tour, remembered, you know, the recruiter's name, was able to introduce himself, and right there, you know, connections made. And hopefully that's a connection he's going to have long term, but something he wouldn't have really gotten if he hadn't gone on this bus tour. So I encourage you guys to be active, participate, and take advantage of opportunities as they come your way. And as always, thanks for tuning in with us. We'll talk to you next time.